Hi, writers. We have already learned that one way to persuade or convince others is by making a sign. I'm going to add that to our chart so we always remember that persuasive writers can write signs. I brought in a book today that I want to read to you. It has some examples of another type of persuasive writing. This book is about a farmer named Farmer Brown and his animals. In the book, the animals write letters to Farmer Brown to convince him of different things that they want. As I read, pay close attention to the letters the animals write. Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Type by Doreen Cronin. Farmer Brown has a problem. His cows like to type. All day long he hears click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo. At first, he couldn't believe his ears. Cows that type? Impossible. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. Then he couldn't believe his eyes. Dear Farmer Brown, the barn is very cold at night. We'd like some electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. Those are persuasive cows. It was bad enough the cows had found the old typewriter in the barn. Now they wanted electric blankets? No way, said Farmer Brown. No electric blankets. So the cows went on strike. They left a note on the barn door. Sorry, we're closed. No milk today. No milk today, cried Farmer Brown in the background. He heard the cows busy at work. Click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. Clickety, clack, moo. The next day, he got another note. Dear Farmer Brown, the hens are cold too. They'd like electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. The cows were growing impatient with the farmer. They left a new note on the barn door. Closed. No milk, no eggs. No eggs, cried Farmer Brown in the background. He heard them. Click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. Clickety, clack, moo. Oh my goodness. Those are some busy cows. Farmer Brown got out his own typewriter. Dear cows and hens, there will be no electric blankets. You are cows and hens. I demand milk and eggs. Sincerely, Farmer Brown. Duck was a neutral party, so he brought the ultimatum to the cows. Down he goes to the barn. The cows held an emergency meeting. All the animals gathered around the barn to snoop, but none of them could understand a moo. All night long, Farmer Brown waited for an answer. Duck knocked on the door early the next morning. He handed Farmer Brown a note. Dear Farmer Brown, we will exchange our typewriter for electric blankets. Leave them outside the barn door, and we will send Duck over with the typewriter. Sincerely, the cows. They're not giving up, are they? Farmer Brown decided this was a good deal. He left the blankets next to the barn door and waited for Duck to come with the typewriter. Look at that. All the cows and all the chickens got their electric blankets. They won't be cold anymore. Good thing they could convince Farmer Brown. The next morning, he got a note. Dear Farmer Brown, the pond is quite boring. We'd like a diving board. Sincerely, the ducks. Click, clack, quack. Click, clack, quack. Clickety, clack, quack. Oh, and look at that, the last page. They got what they wanted. They could convince Farmer Brown too. Did you notice all of those letters that were written in that book? Letters are a powerful way that writers can convince others, and today we're going to start learning about how to write a persuasive letter. I'm going to add that to our chart. Persuasive writers can write signs, and they can write letters. I kept our Writers Can Solve Problems chart because I knew that writers of persuasive letters use the same steps. Let me grab the chart. There it is. I bet you didn't even realize it was underneath there, did you? Writers can help fix problems. First, they think of a problem. Then they ask themselves, how can I fix the problem? Then they write. We know that we can solve problems by writing signs, and we can also write letters. When we write letters, we can include a lot more detail than we can in signs. Usually, writers use letters to ask their reader for something. Today, you're going to spend some time talking with your family and thinking about some problems that you think could be solved by writing a letter. Here are some of the ideas that I've thought of already. I thought one of the problems we have at our school is a crowded playground. So I was thinking that a way to fix that problem is by asking to get swings on our playground, so that way children have more room to play. Another problem that I was thinking about is that my neighbor is a farmer, and he has a really big tree that is tilted over his fence and right above our roof. He doesn't see the tree because he has such a big farm, so he probably doesn't even know that it's a problem. But I think I should write him a letter to ask if we can cut down the tree so it doesn't fall on our roof. That's why I wrote tree here. I'm going to keep thinking of more problems that writing a letter could help me solve, and you will do the same. Share the list that you came up with on Seesaw. You can take a picture of your list and record a video of you talking about some of the problems that you want to solve. Tomorrow, we'll be starting to write a letter about solving one of those problems.